What is curriculum, you ask? At the start of 2020, I would have said, curriculum is what teachers are required to teach students throughout the year. Usually a set of subjects and topics that never really change. However, over the past 4 months, I've come a long way learning how much more complex curriculum really is. I've expanded my knowledge of what curriculum means. I've learned what I might consider common sense can also be something I need to be aware of. When we teach only by the requirements of the curriculum, we also don't allow students to have a voice or opinion about what or how they are learning. For assignment 1 of this course, I got to explore different theories about what should and shouldn't be taught about within the school. Jen Gilbert opened my eyes to the lack of education about the LGBTQ community and how we need to be more aware and inclusive within the classroom when teaching, even if it's not a part of the main curriculum. I've learned that we all have a preconceived notion of what being a good student is, and we need to make sure all students are given the same opportunities because all students are good. Some just require different ways of learning than others, and if we don't cater to all students, then some get left behind and end up not liking school, causing these students to have a higher chance of dropping out. Throughout this course, we learn a lot about treaty ed and how as educators, we need to be incorporating more Indigenous learnings into the classroom. With assignment 3, we got to explore this in a very hands-on way by incorporating a treaty ed outcome into a mini unit. By doing this, it became very obvious about how easy it is to incorporate treaty ed into everyday lesson plans. By incorporating the treaty ed into our lesson plans, we can help make students more knowledgeable about the past wrongdoings of our nation and help heal the wounds that are not healed. Also, by doing this, we can help lessen students' preconceived biases towards Indigenous people. We are all treaty people, and we need to acknowledge and learn about these treaties. According to the Levin article we read for class, we can see that curriculum is influenced by many people. Sometimes it's influenced by certain people in politics since they have the power to persuade other people to agree with them in order to get what they believe should be necessarily part of the curriculum. Other times, politicians have to make choices and policies based on what the people believe is true rather than what is true, as to not upset the public. Throughout this course, I also got to examine that throughout my own learning, I was taught how to be a personally responsible citizen. It was part of the actual curriculum because we were given a set number of volunteer hours we had to do every year within our high school. From a very young age, children are taught to take turns, share, and be nice to other classmates. When they get older, we expect them to follow these same classroom rules, respect the teacher, and get their work done. These are all aspects of creating the personally responsible citizen. Within the hidden curriculum is a sense of belonging within the classroom. When there is a lack of representation of each student, students can feel like they don't belong. Schooling today should be less Eurocentric and should be focusing on making sure students can see themselves within the material used in the classrooms. We should also be making sure we are teaching in a manner so all students can learn. We need to be able to provide ways of teaching the same thing in multiple directions so students of all learning abilities have the ability to learn. My biggest takeaway from this class is we need to be respectful of one another's beliefs and values, and we need to acknowledge the past and learn from it in order to form a better society. As educators, it's our job to acknowledge our biases and assumptions and check our privilege so we can continue to learn and grow. Thanks for watching.